I want to thank everybody for joining me again today. And we're continuing on with the Ankh. But I realized that I need to really put something in your mind before you venture on with the Ankh, because if used right, the Ankh can push all things away that you don't want, because what it's doing is having an effect on your subconscious to bind with you, so it more understands you. Your subconscious on normally, whatever you feed to your subconscious, that's what it's going to give back to you. That's the reason a lot of people are in bad predicaments. They put themselves in it. And when you have the Ankh around you, when it letting off that, it constantly lets off a sound. You can't hear it. That's the stage you want to get to, where you can hear it. But it's always letting off this ultrasonic sound, constantly, always. Now, if you don't maintain it, it has to be cleaned and charged regularly. But I'm getting off track on what I was starting. What I really have to tell you to really pay attention to this, what I'm about to say, because like I said, I started this channel to let people know the power that they could have just having an Ankh in your presence. But at the same time, when you're in the process of obtaining that kind of power, at the same time, you have to still have control of your mind. That is still going to be the major factor. You cannot let anything from the outside world affect the way you feel on the inside. That is the major thing. You know, if you could really get that right, you don't even need an Ankh. The Ankh is there to clear the pools of energy in your body and allow you to be more at peace and more calm. And, you know, that's the key. Peace and being calm. No matter what the situation looks like. Being peaceful. Not letting anything from the outside world affect your inside world. You have to let it all go. We're going to get into doing a lot of Ankh work. You know, I'm going to show you how to use the physical Ankh to draw out your full potential. I guarantee it. I know it for a fact because I lived it. You know, I have read books about it and people told me things, but I only share with you my experiences because then I know what I'm telling you is correct. So if this is something that interests you, the Ankh, I'm not talking about me talking about the Ankh. If the Ankh is something that interests you genuinely, like it's just something about it, then this is the path you need to walk. You need to walk toward it. And it will draw out the full power that you have inside. And like I say, but the main thing is you cannot obtain that kind of power if you're letting the outside world into your inside world. You know, you really have to just not give a damn. You know, what they say, what they do, what the situation looks like. So what? You can't change what has brought you to where you are. You are where you are. Nothing can change that. You are there, and that's where you are. But you can change in this instant, in this moment, to put yourself where you want to be. And that's any kind of way, financially, with a relationship, just, illness, getting rid of illness. There's really should be no such thing as illness. I could tell you a million stories about my close family getting flus and cold, and I drink out of the same cup as my daughter or my girlfriend. I would drink out of the same cup while they're sick. But me knowing that I'm not gonna get sick eliminated all possibilities of me getting sick. So you have to know. You have to know your power. You have to own it. You have to not take anything else anyone say. You have to know you have it inside of you to do whatever. You was put here for a reason. You gotta look for what that is, and if you look, it'll come to you. You don't have to know anything about what you want. Only thing you have to do is seek it. That's it. Seek it, own it, and that's it. And the first thing I wanted to get into with Ankh is we're gonna do a lot of physical Ankh work that has a lot of benefits, and we're gonna do a lot of spiritual Ankh work. That's with the Ankh you create in your spiritual place that you can only see with the eye that's in your mind. The eye that's looking from beyond, not that, because actually no part of the real you is in the body that you think is you. You have a connection to that body, and in your senses is what makes this world real. Your five senses, the only thing that traps you, they are your worst enemy. Your five senses. What you need to focus on is making your higher faculties stronger, your will, your imagination. Your imagination is everything. You can't let of the way the world goes, because the majority is always gonna be going with the program. It's a program of the masses, and if you're in that program, then you're not going to relate to anything we're doing at all. And you have to accept that. That's the only way. You have to just accept, I'm not going to relate to many people anymore. But I don't care, because I'm moving beyond people. I'm moving to the spiritual. You want to combine the spiritual and the physical, and that's when the magic happens. When you already know. Nobody has to tell you anything. That is the goal of this. Anyone listening and following along with, I'm about to give a full course on how to use the Ankh physically and spiritually. And anybody who goes along with this, the main point of it is for you to get to that point where you know that I am the man or the woman. I am it. It stops at me. I control it. When you get to that point, then you need help from nobody. You need information from nobody, because you command it. You already have it. You have access to the higher. And a lot of people are going to look at you, the masses are going to look at you in a way that, crazy or whatever. But that is what you got to not care at all about, and focus on your journey. Go seeking, what are you supposed to be doing here? What's the point? What do you want to do? What is it? And when you seek that, it will come. Let's see, I'm running out of time, and I wanted to go into cleaning the Ankh and charging the Ankh. If you have one, the kind of Ankh I'm giving away, by the way, I've come the date for the live streaming is going to be April the 7th at 7 o'clock. And I hope as many of you as you can join me for that. It's not going to be many of us there, but that's good. That's fine, because that'll give us a chance to learn. It's going to, I really don't have a format for how this is going to be, because I'm going to let the Spirit take over. And it's going to just be a situation to grow. It'll be a situation for me to grow, for you to grow. And I guarantee you, we will learn something about ourselves with this. And like I said, it's not going to be many. I'm going to stream it live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. And it's not going to be many of us, but we're going to learn something about ourselves there. And I don't have a format for it. I'm just going to let the Spirit lead it way. And during that time, I'm going to give away this. It's about 3-pound ceremony. It's a good ceremonial Ankh. Good, perfect for meditation. It's thick. It's dense. It's pure copper. And I made it with the bare bright copper that you don't have. It'll always shine. Copper will tarnish. Just regular copper, it'll tarnish, and you have to clean it with certain things. But you don't want to clean. The reason I make it with this, because you really want to put distilled water. That's what you want to wash it in. And the kind I like that's coiled with copper wire, it goes all the way through it. It fills the inside with water. And when you take it, hang it. Whoop, I dropped it. Sorry. You take it, hang it, let it all run out, and then you can put it in the sun to charge it. It don't take long, about a good hour sitting in the sun. It's fully charged. You can charge it with a pyramid, crystals. A lot of ways to charge it, but I prefer the sun. It's quick, easy, and you got that every day shining right on you. Well, most days. So, I'm running out of time. The next one, we're going to get heavy into doing Ankh work and physical Ankh work. And the next one I'm going to go into how to make your own, because you need to obtain one before you can do physical Ankh work. And there's other things you can do. You can draw one on a piece of paper and line it with copper, a small piece of copper wire. It's still an Ankh. The shape is what draws the power, is what resonates that sound that clears those pools of energy inside of you. But like I say, I've run out of time for this one. I'm going to get right into maybe making your own Ankh, or the best ways to obtain one, and things you can do to supplement so you can still do the exercises that we're going to do. And I promise the first thing we're probably going to do is start off with healing. People, you want to bring in the finances. A lot of people have problems bringing that money in. We're gonna work on that. Keeping the bad energy, the energy that you don't want away from you. But I've definitely run out of time on this one. I thank you all for listening. If you like it, give me a like. If you really like it, subscribe and hit the little bell to get notifications when the next one comes out. Life, love, prosperity, health to you all, and I will see you next time.